sit, 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 sit. It's like, why are we doing this? Why? Hey guys, today I want to cover 4 common dog training mistakes when you're training a puppy or a dog that hasn't got a whole lot of obedience skills yet. So the first one is repeating the command. Yeah, so for example, Coco, I go sit, and now sit, 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 sit. There's absolutely zero reason to be doing that. She is already sitting. There is no need for you to keep going at your dog and repeating the command. Instead, you need to start training for duration or distraction. Yeah, so I will still reward her if necessary. Coco, sit. Yes. And she will get a reward or praise or a pet. Yeah, so if you catch yourself doing this, and if you don't know if you do it, film yourself during a few sessions, because I see it all the time in group classes that people are going sit, 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 sit. It's like, why are we doing this? Why? It's like me saying for you to get to the kitchen and sit down at the dinner table because dinner is ready, and I just keep telling you, go sit at the table, sit at the table, sit at the table, while you're already sitting there. There's absolutely no extra value in that. Another one that's really important is, when do you start getting rid of the treats when you're training your dog? So I think it's something that a lot of people end up doing, and that's this. Yeah, every time you want to make your dog do something, you grab your treat, you show the hand, and you feed your dog. And there's nothing wrong with that when you're just teaching your dog a new command. But once your dog knows it in the location that you're at, so I don't mean a brand new location where you are, that's extremely difficult, but just your normal park, your normal walk that you do every day, right? If the dog knows it, you can get rid of the treat and the hand signal. So say, for example, first you're always using the food, sit, good. Then you're going to use your hand with the lure, but there's no food in it. And then I might say, good girl, she gets a pet instead. And then I get rid of the hand as well, and I go, Coco, sit, good job. And that good job, that was her reward. And she got excited about it. Right, Coco Puff? Yes, good girl. Yeah, so that is still a reward to her. Yeah. If the step from showing the hand to not using anything is too hard, you could also put your treats in your pocket so your dog does know you have food on you, or you put the treats on a table near you. You make your dog do it with your hand movement, and then you go get the treat from the table and you go and feed them afterwards. And then if that goes well, you get rid of the hand movement altogether and you just go sit, good, and now I'm gonna get the reward. But you need to start fading that reward. So maybe if you do 10 sits, you're gonna give a reward for 5 of them. And if that goes well, the next training session you're going to give a reward for 2 of them. And then you might give them only for 1. Yeah, so you're gonna reduce the amount of treats she's getting for a command that she already knows. Remember, I don't say no rewards, I just say no food rewards. So we don't always have to stand there with a treat, or otherwise my dog doesn't listen. Right? That's what we're aiming at. All right, another thing that I see happen a lot in dog training is that poor effort gets rewarded. And what I mean with that is that if you reward poor effort, you're going to get more of that. So for example, if I say to Charlie, sit now, Charlie, sit, 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 Charlie, Charlie, sit. And he did it after 7 tries. If I would have now fed him food, I would have taught him, it doesn't matter how often I say it and how poorly you do it, I will still feed you food anyway. So then what is the drive for your dog to actually do it properly? You're going to give it to them anyway, right? So you need to start teaching your dog, hey, if I ask you a command that I know you know, so I don't mean when you're teaching a brand new command, right? But you know for sure that he knows sit. Just sit. Yes. Now that gets a reward, because I know that Charlie knows sit. And I picked him on purpose because I knew he was going to be distracted and I could display this behavior. Some of the dogs would just sit straight away, right? So again, I go, Charlie. Oh, all the birds. Sit. Yes. That gets a reward. And now I might start fading it. So I go again, Charlie, sit. Good boy. Now he doesn't need a reward. Yeah, so I want to not always have to feed him food, but I'm definitely not feeding food if I have to ask you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times for something that I know you know. And if you end up doing that, that's when you have a dog that doesn't listen on the first go and only does things when you have treats for them, expecting too much of them when they don't know the command well enough yet. For example, Billy, his sits aren't very good yet. So if I go, Billy, sit, 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 right? This is not him not listening. This is him not knowing 100% what I want from him, because his owners might not have done this work outside of the house. So instead of now just keep shouting at him to sit, I might as well shout banana at him. Yeah, if I go banana, 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 yeah, I get the exact same result. It's useless. So instead, I'm going to go, Billy. I get my lure out and I go, sit. And I weigh him out. Yes, there we go. You can probably barely see it because he's so short. Sit. And see how quiet I am? I'm going to just wait him out. Yes. And then I reward him when he sits. This is clearly a dog that doesn't know sit on word association only. So this is where you have to go back, show them the lure, use it with a treat until he's like, oh, I do know this. And then get rid of the lure, get rid of the treat, get rid of repeating yourself 100 times, and then you will get more reliable and consistent behavior. And then I wanted to add a bonus tip, and that is, if you have several dogs and you're trying to train them, or you have 2 puppies, you have 2, whatever type of many dogs you have, don't do it together. For example, Coco, sit. Charlie, sit. Billy, sit. Can we sit? Now she gets up. Yeah, it's just sit. Sit, 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 sit. Yeah, it doesn't work with 4 dogs at the same time, if not all dogs are at the same level. So my tip for you is, if you have more than 1 dog, train them separately. Yeah, which means maybe 5 minutes at a time. What I personally do with my dogs is I put one on a place command or in their crate, I do a few reps with 1 dog, and then I swap, and I swap. So they can be involved. They don't need to be in a different room, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with it if you do that. But if you have several dogs, especially young ones, I really recommend that you do not train them all together. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe. I would love that. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Were these tips helpful for you? Or do you feel like I missed something? Do you want me to make a video of something else? Please let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye!